Dorothy is a young school teacher in small-town New York. With the school year finished, she's enjoying time with her family's house guests and friends while preparing to leave for summer classes at Syracuse University. At the time, it was common and increasingly expected for teachers to attend summer schools, or what were called normal institutes, since many entered the profession with only a high school diploma or a single year of training. States were beginning to require professional credits, and teachers who pursued summer coursework were often first in line for higher pay.
Tuesday, July 1st. Hot and sunny. Lynn went berrying, so we had a shortcake tonight. Thomas and Charlotte called this afternoon and impressed the company favorably. Cousin Raymond struck town without his girl. He called here tonight, and we had a good time. Wednesday, July 2nd. Hot and sunny. The crowd went to Aunt Eva's this afternoon and stayed for supper. Dig and I stayed home, but I went down for the evening. Mama finished most of her dress today. This seems like the traditional summer of 1914.
The phrase "summer of 1914" appeared often in newspapers and memoirs of the time as shorthand for the way things used to be. It evoked the last moment of innocence and normalcy before the Great War. Now, with the war finally over, the nation is beginning to recover that easier, more relaxed sense of everyday life.
Thursday, July 3rd. Warm and sunny. I have been spending my time doing part of the housework, which is no light task with so many about, and have been getting ready for my trip. Friday, July 4th. Hot and sunny. The usual hot 4th of July has passed. I celebrated by washing and ironing. Howard came this afternoon and stayed overnight. Mama went to arcade to the Chautauqua. Lynn and I slept out of doors. A most glorious experience.
Chautauqua was a popular summertime movement from Chautauqua Lake that brought education, culture, and entertainment to rural America through traveling tent circuits. Dubbed by Theodore Roosevelt as the most American thing in America, these events served as vital community hubs, offering lectures, music, and performances to those far from major cities.
Saturday, July 5th. Hot and sunny, shower in the afternoon. Papa and Mama arrived on the morning train. A picnic party at the old homestead was planned and carried out. Mama, Dawn, Howard, and I stayed at home. I went up to see Papa off on the evening train, and from there up on the farm. We had a sharp thunder shower, from which I took refuge in the station. Howard had Mr. Rosier take him to Yorkshire tonight. Dawn, Maya, and Leland went along. After their return, we made fudge and played Flinch and Animal.
Flinch and Animal were two popular parlor games of the era. Flinch, a card game trademarked in 1901, became wildly popular through the late 1910s and 1920s, especially by those who avoided standard playing cards for religious reasons. Animal, also known as the Game of Animal or Snip Snap Snorum, was a loud, energetic game that involved making animal sounds.
Bark, bark, bark!
Sunday, July 6th, cool and cloudy, clearing at night. Raymond arrived from arcade. Frank was looked for, but didn't show up. I was busy all day getting ready, and toward evening started on my wonderful trip to Syracuse. Ruth and Raymond went with us as far as arcade, and Lynn and I went on to Buffalo, staying there overnight. We went to Delaware Avenue Methodist Church in the evening and tried to look up the Glores without success. Monday, July 7th. Warm, no, hot, and sunny. Lynn and I arose at the unearthly hour of 3:30 and took the train for Syracuse. We passed through some very pretty country, and from the car window watched the sunrise. After something more than 4 hours of riding, we struck Syracuse and took a car for the university. After a good deal of fussing and running around, I finally got all my business done and got nicely located on Ostrom Avenue. I saw Lynn off, bound for Buffalo, and after doing some shopping, returned to my room, took a nap, and so fortified myself against the next day. After dinner, I had a little walk around the campus.
Ostrom Avenue, now mostly part of the Syracuse University campus, was a residential street lined with private boarding houses in 1919. Dorothy, along with other women her age, stayed in one of the Ostrom Street boarding houses during her summer school session.
Tuesday, July 8th, warm and sunny, my first taste of college life. I think Professor Talcott is very fine. I do hope I'll make good, and think that I shall, if I try hard. Wednesday, July 9th, warm and sunny. Now we are really getting into work. It is going to be hard but interesting. Thursday, July 10th, thunder shower early in the morning, sunny in the afternoon. My trunk at last came and I have it unpacked. I am afraid I mooned around some today to the detriment of my lessons, for I don't feel a bit well prepared on F. I never could abide current events anyway. I do hope, though, to do well in J. I must get to bed earlier tonight. We had a very hard electric storm this afternoon.
During this time, students often used initials as shorthand for their courses.
Friday, July 11th, cool and clearing late in the afternoon. It hardly seems as if a week of school had passed. The work is wonderful. I did my first interpretive reading stunt today, and it was really a success, I think. Oh, I must work, and work, and work, and make a success of my undertaking if possible. I must put out of my mind all thoughts that will tend to distract from my efficiency. I want above almost everything this summer to make good. If only I can get a good part, and if I might dare to hope for the star part in the winding up play. I feel platform work is my calling. It's strange how much a creature of moods I am. At one moment, I am exalted, fairly quivering. Then I may be downhearted and feel as if everything had sort of dropped out. Tonight, some way, it seemed lonesome. The girls, most of them had friends and went out. I felt lonesome, for I dearly love to attract and have a good time. But if I should get to having too good a time, going out and so on, I might not make good at my work, my beloved work, and that I surely want to do. If I can make a good part on the play, or possibly get asked to play in the mollusk, it will be worth all the minor good times I might have. But of course, one must experience life in order to make stage work a success. But I guess I'll do that all right. I'll not try to shut out of my life any experience that will make it richer, or give my work more color, more sympathy, more appeal. Here's to my success, and, oh, I pray that I may have it. There. My thoughts have simply flowed out on paper, and perhaps it has done me good. I got better acquainted with Catherine tonight. She has had a great deal of experience in life for a young lady. I don't envy her. Her life is rather a disappointment, I think. Maybe it's all just sentiment. I like her very much. Saturday, July 12th, warmer and partly cloudy. Well, we have had a free day. I spent this morning down at the library and this afternoon sleeping. This evening, 3 of us girls went to the theater to see The Little Teacher. It was very good. Sunday, July 13th, warm and sunny. I went to the First Baptist Church today with Miss Townsend and enjoyed the service. The music was supposed to be very fine. After the service, we went into the Baraka Philothea Sunday school class. We had a good Sunday school. We had an awfully good dessert today. Raspberry shortcake with ice cream. Florence, Esther, and I went to the University Methodist Church tonight and got there in time for the benediction.
Founded in 1890, Baraka Philothea was a prominent early 20th century Sunday school movement for young adults. comprising a men's branch, baraka, meaning blessing, and a women's branch, philathea, meaning lovers of truth, the organization offered a structured social life and religious education. Operating under the motto, Young Men and Women at Work for Young Men and Women, the movement was known for its secret handshakes, pins, and vibrant community hubs.
Monday, July 14th, hot and sunny. It's getting awfully hot today. This evening, there was a dance at Haven Hall. Some of us girls went down but didn't stay. Tuesday, July 15th, cooler and rainy. I have just returned from the reception. It was awfully nice, but some way I didn't have much fun. Those of us who helped serve didn't get into the hall in time to dance much. I had one dance with Professor Talcott. He had a part in the program that was very fine. Wednesday, July 16th, cool and rainy, clearing at night. I took a nice walk tonight over around Crouse College and into the stadium and around it. The view to the west and southwest is very lovely.
Crouse College is an iconic landmark building on the Syracuse University campus. In 1919, it housed the College of Fine Arts, the Center for Music, Architecture, and the platform work Dorothy pursued. Perched on a hill, the building contains a massive, world-famous organ and an impressive bell tower. The stadium, Archbold Stadium, was no ordinary football field. At the time, it was considered a modern architectural marvel, the largest concrete stadium in the world. Its sheer scale drew visitors from across the state who came just to walk through its gates. Over the years, it hosted legendary figures such as Jim Thorpe, the Carlisle Indians, and even Babe Ruth, who played exhibition baseball games on its turf. The stadium was demolished in 1979, and the JMA Wireless Dome now stands in its place.
Thursday, July 17th, warm and sunny, I went with Florence to the doctor's today. After we came from there, we went to Crouse College, where the man very kindly showed us around. It is very, very wonderful. The art and music departments are located there. We saw fine artistry done by the students. We saw also the pipe organ in the chapel, but what interested me most was the collection of curios gathered by Mrs. Crouse from all over the world. I put on a veil once worn by a woman of the Far East. Friday, July 18th, hot and sunny, I did in an atelier today, and received what I was pleased to call a compliment on my rendition of it. The girls held a regular session in my room tonight. These are certainly nice girls. Saturday, July 19th, hot and sunny. I am awfully tired tonight. I did regular land office business today, cleaned my room, no light task, mounted my pictures, and washed a few things. Winifred and I went to the theater tonight and saw Sick a Bed. It was a farce, and really awfully funny. I am getting tired of weekly theater. It is tiring to go down. Don't think I shall go again right away.
Land office business was a term used to describe an incredibly busy, fast-moving, and highly profitable business. Dorothy used this idiom humorously to describe the whirlwind task of cleaning her room and tackling her other chores.
Sunday, July 20th, warm and showery. I went to the First Baptist Church both this morning and evening. I missed the organ recital this evening, but there was a very beautiful musical touch at the end of the service. Monday, July 21st, warm and clearing. I took a trip downtown today all alone. I got some awfully pretty ribbon for a girdle to go with my white dress. I felt rather down today. In the first place, I overslept, and so had to go to class without any breakfast. That sort of started me wrong. There I go to bed early tonight. Tuesday, July 22nd, warm and sunny. I heard Professor Talcott read The Fortune Hunter tonight. It was simply fine. It was in the open-air theater on the Teachers College grounds. It is a beautiful place to have dramatics. Wednesday, July 23rd, warm and sunny. We are having delightful weather, just cool and just warm enough. I am so thankful it is so for the summer session. I read a beautiful dog story tonight, which I have kept to work up sometime as a reading. Thursday, July 24th, hot and sunny. I lost Mama's old-fashioned gold pin. I do hope I'll find it. We girls had an ice cream spread tonight. Friday, July 25th, warm and sunny. I heard The Mollusk tonight, read by Professor Cushman's English class. The acting, particularly of one character, was good, but some way the thing didn't appeal to me much. After the play, Florence and her friend and I took a little walk. Then the girls had pretty nearly an all-night session in my room. Saturday, July 26th, warm and sunny with a shower at night. I ironed and cleaned my room today, had letters from home. I worked up 2 readings this afternoon and evening. Sunday, July 27th, hot and sunny. I think this has been the hottest day we have had since we came here. I went to the Baptist church both morning and evening. The services were very good, Monday, July 28th through Wednesday, July 30th. These have all been just ordinary days, school going well. On Tuesday evening, I heard a fine lecture by Dr. Eaton on reminiscences of New England literature. The summer school picture was taken Tuesday. Thursday, July 31st, warm and partly rainy. This has been a wonderful day. The summer school picnic at Owasco Lake was held today. Of course, that meant a good time, but the day has meant more to me than that. I can't write it down. It is too wonderful and too beautiful. But whenever I look at this date in my diary, I am sure all the events and the wonderful inspiration will come back to me. Oh, my work, that I may too live and work and succeed, and so help to make the world better.
Join us as we turn the page to August 1919 in the next chapter of Dorothy's diary. If you would like to hear more of Dorothy's story as well as the stories of others, a simple like goes a long way. To ensure you don't miss the upcoming episodes, do subscribe and enable alerts. We'll see you next time as we share these cherished tablets of the heart.